This is such an auspicious occasion to have such an important dignitary on behalf of the Greek government who is here with us today. We are so thrilled that he has come to Cleveland, and we are so thrilled that all of you are here. Having partaken of the invocation, asking for God's blessings, having sang the national anthems of two of the greatest democracies in the world, our charge here today is to remember the past, but also live for the future. It's important that we do this, particularly in these gardens. My own personal recollection was in 1940 when the gardens were open, my mother, with the Samiotis dancers, danced with all the other community groups down here. And it was such a great celebration. And now that the Greek Cultural Gardens Federation and the Hellenic Preservation Society is helping to bring the dream of 1940 to fruition here in 2023 and 2024. To begin our program, I would like to ask the president of the Hellenic Preservation Society, a group that has been dedicated to the preservation not just of both Greek culture, Hellenic culture, but also our religion, to make sure that people understand the importance that Greece has to the world. We have a city here in Cuyahoga County named Solon. It was the great General Solon who divided up wards and precincts and created direct democracy, a representative democracy in the Athenian Republic. Our friend Pericles, who started those all things out. Euclid, our grand avenue that many of you took to get here. Euclid, the great mathematician. All of it to celebrate the Greek culture and Greek heritage that we've got richly right here in Greater Cleveland. To begin our program, I would like to ask our president, Jonathan Kumbaris, to please come and make a presentation.
Quite the introduction, thank you very much. Καλώς ήρθατε και καλό μήνα, αγαπητοί φίλοι και υποστηρικτές του ελληνικού διαμαντίου στον Cleveland, τον ελληνικό πολιτιστικό κήπο μας. Ονομάζομαι Jonathan Camboris και είμαι πρόεδρος για την εταιρεία ελληνικής διατήρησης του Βορειοανατολικού Ohio, HPS. Πρώτα θα ήθελα να ευχαριστήσω το Διοικητικό Συμβούλιο και τα μέλη μας για την υποστήριξή τους. Δεν θα μπορούσαμε να το κάνουμε αυτό χωρίς εσάς. Σήμερα, όπως πάντα, η HPS υποστηρίζει όλα τα ελληνικά πράγματα στην περιοχή μας. Πάνω από 30 χρόνια, η αποστολή της HPS ήταν να παρουσιάζει μια ενιαία φωνή των Έλληνων του Βορειοανατολικού Ohio, η οποία θα προάγει την ελληνική εμπειρία μέσω προγραμματών, παρουσιάσεων και πολιτιστικών συλλόγων. Από 1939, τα μέλη της κοινότητας μας φροντίζουν αυτό τον τύπο. Υπάρχουν ακόμη πολλά να γίνουν. HPS και η Ελληνική Ένωση Τύπων είναι ενθουσιασμένοι για το συνεργαζόμενο μας πρόγραμμα αυτό το καλοκαίρι. Σήμερα είναι μια σημαντική μέρα για όλους τους Έλληνες του Βορειοανατολικού Ohio, όπου ο Γενικός Πρόξενος της Ελλάδος στο Σικάγο, κ. Εμμανουήλ Κουμποράκης, επισκέπτεται την όμορφη πόλη μας με την οικογένειά του. Όταν ήμουν στο Σικάγο τον Σεπτέμβριο, πήγα στο προξενείο για να μιλήσω με τον πρόξενο για το HPS και η κοινότητα μας. Ο κ. Κουμποράκη ήταν πολύ υποστηρικτικός σε όλες τις περιοχές του, συμπεριλαμβανομένης και η πιστικής μας. Μετά 9 μήνες, εδώ είναι. Χαίρετε πολύ και σας ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ που ήρθατε. Welcome and happy July. Welcome and happy July, my beloved friends and supporters of this Greek diamond in Cleveland, the Greek Cultural Garden. My name is Jonathan Camboris, the president for the Hellenic Preservation Society of Northeastern Ohio. I would like to thank our board and members for their support. We could not have done this without you. Today, as always, HPS supports all things Greek in Northeastern Ohio. For over 30 years, the mission of the Hellenic Preservation Society has been to present a unified voice of the Hellenes in Northeastern Ohio that will promote the Greek experience through programs, presentation, and cultural collections. Since 1939, members of our community have taken great care of this garden. While there is still much to do, HPS and the Greek Garden Association is excited for our joint educational programming this summer. This is an important day for all Greeks in Northeastern Ohio, where our Consul General of Greece in Chicago, Mr. Emmanuel Koubarakis, visits our beautiful city with his family. When I was in Chicago in September, I went to the consulate to speak with the Consul General about HPS and our community. Mr. Koubarakis was very supportive of all his covered territories, including ours. 9 months later, he's here. Greetings, and thank you all very much for coming.
Thank you, and thanks HPS for all you do for our vibrant community here. You know, someone who catalogs none of this, if it happened 100 years from now, would we know it? Well, thanks to Dan Hansen and ClevelandPeople.com, everyone's going to know about the nationalities communities right here in Cleveland, Ohio. Dan, thank you for being here today. You know, we speak 111 languages in Greater Cleveland. Of course, Greek's the most beautiful language. All the other ones are second tier, but we appreciate what you do to let everybody know about that. And please patronize ClevelandPeople.com. They really do a terrific job for us. You know, here we are in these beautiful cultural gardens, and the gardens don't take care of themselves. They need people to look after the gardens. We are extremely thrilled that one of those people who's the head of the garden is going to address us here in a moment. I would like to introduce him. Dr. Wael Khoury is the chief of cardiology at Marymount Hospital, a very accomplished medical doctor for the past 50 years. He has saved many a life, done many a good thing for our community. He gives back to the community greatly. He is very involved with the Syrian community. And of course, as we know from ancient history, Athens, Damascus, the early church started in those beautiful communities, and he has kept the vibrant nature of Syrian culture very well alive here in Greater Cleveland. For a few remarks, I would like to present to you the president of the Cultural Garden Foundation, Dr. Wael Khoury.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate these nice words. And I'm going to promise you to try to learn the Greek language. I know it's a beautiful language, so thank you. I want to welcome Mr. Emmanuel Koubarakis to Cleveland. Thank you for being here, the Consul General of Greece in Chicago. I want to welcome him to the Cultural Gardens, and I want to welcome him to the Greek Garden. And I hope he has a chance to take a look around and see other areas, other gardens. This is a unique space in the whole country, and I think in the whole world. Many cities honor, and many countries honor their notables, their thinkers. Here in Cleveland, we have international collection of notables from all over the world. And we want to expand it. We want to see people from all continents being represented here. We have 35 beautiful gardens here and 10 in the making. But I want countries from every continent to be represented, every color and every language here in Cleveland. This is a treasure. I want to salute your grandparents from 95, 96 years ago, who had the vision and the energy and the means, vision and energy and means to build this garden. Think about it, 96 years ago, there was hardly electricity, there was hardly transportation, there was hardly communication means, like we have it now. and they did it beautifully. And the generations after that, 96 years of volunteers taking care of these gardens. So you should be very proud of this. And I can't speak enough about the new project that Mr. Lou Frangos is chairing and pioneering with the trees that you're going to see on this wall. Before you leave, make sure you take a close look at this picture. This is an incredible picture showing all the thinkers that came from Greece. This is going to be a precedent in the whole area to have so many representations of the notables from Greece. I want to recognize Dr. George Perez. He was the president of the Federation, also the Cultural Gardens Federation 2 years ago, and he did his share in taking care of the Greek garden and the other gardens. Mr. Frangos is not only championing the new trees here, but he's starting a series of lectures in this garden. And this is very important because it's one thing to come to a beautiful fountain and statues and monuments, but it's different to hear cultures, educational cultures, and the lectures addressing these giants that lived around 2,000 years, 2,500 years ago. We call the Middle East the cradle of civilization. You know, I'm coming from Syria and Damascus, Antioch, all known in history. But I call the Greek culture the cradle of all cultures. The cradle of all cultures, with all the names that you know about. So we're all proud of your achievements. We're all proud of the dedication of the Hellenic Preservation Society over the years, who took care of this garden now, and also the new association, the Greek Garden Association of Cleveland, chaired by Mr. Lou Frangos. Lou, thank you for all your efforts, to upgrade the garden to a whole different level in the future. We're very proud that he just joined the board of the Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation, and he gives great input, and we count on him to propel the whole area into a better future. So just a couple words. I hope to see many of you in our general functions. I already extended an invitation to the General Council, but he's unfortunately going to be in Greece in August to attend One World Day. One World Day is going to be August 27th. All nationalities will celebrate and march behind their flags, and we opened it to communities that don't have gardens. So we have probably over 50 communities now, thanks to Dan Hansen. He's on our board and he's been very active, and he's the marketing guru in Cleveland. ClevelandPeople.com. Thank you, Dan, for everything you do. And please join us on One World Day. And please join us in the series of cultural presentations we're having at the Centennial Peace Plaza on weekends. You can see the schedule on our site and participate, and we're going to have music and performances from all continents of the world. We want to make this place truly international place in every dimension. And thank you for being here.